What would you do if I start putting off my dresses?
Seriously?
Let's start.
Are
Why from the shoe? Because girls, they at first look at your feet the moment they are judging you. So let's start from the shoe. Second one from the coat. I know that currently I'm looking like about 25 years old. If I just put off my coat, I would look like 15. And if I have another one round collar t-shirt inside this, and if I just put it this blue shirt, then I would look like 10. I don't want to make you offended. The moment a girl is being harassed, it takes about 3 to 4 months to get the judgment from the court. Our system, it delays the moment they are providing us justice. But we are really efficient judging other people. We don't delay judging other people. Actually, I will discuss about 5 big letters of our life. The way we are being judged every day. First one, that's age. Sorry, you are too young to take this leadership. Or, sorry, sir, you are too old to start a new business. How come you are 40 but you are not getting married? People always judge you based on your age. And sometimes they feel that age is equal to the experience. Unfortunately, age is not equal to the experience. Rather, experience comes from the struggle that makes you stronger. The problem that makes your life purposeful. The situation that makes you more skillful. So don't think about your age. The second one is beauty. So you are not beautiful enough to be the brand ambassador of this company? Or sorry, you don't have the sweet voice to be a telephone receptionist. Wow, how come your boyfriend is shorter than you? This is how we judge other people based on their beauty. Third one, community. The moment you are scoring CGPA 4.0 out of 4.0, you are creating a community of the top tier students, and you feel that the people who are the backbencher, they are actually the burden of the society, and the backbenchers, they feel that these nerd guys, they don't know anything other than the textbooks. So this is how we judge each other based on the community. The second one is, that's not the academic result, but that's from the economic community. The moment you belong to a middle income family, you have the pride to know the struggle of your life. You feel that you are the only one who is learning how to struggle. On the other hand, those who belong to the top tier of the economy, they feel that, oh, you're not smart enough to hang out in the 5-star restaurant. This is how we judge based on the economic class. Fourth one, this is one of my most favorite one, dream. The moment, I'm not sure, no matter your dream is small or big, you'll be judged based on your dream. And the fifth one, E stands for English, but that's not the answer. Somehow we feel that English is a sign of intelligence. That's wrong. Wow, you have a very good English pronunciation, you have a very good English presentation skill. That doesn't mean you are skillful. Please, one line to remember, logic is more important than language.
Yeah.
You can learn a language by just practicing by yourself. But in order to build up the logic, you need to have some situations and strategies. So the fifth one is the most favorite one. That's not English, that's emotion. The moment you are boy, you are not allowed to cry. The moment you are girl, you are not allowed to be strong. After the breakup, if you are not crying, that means you are not committed in the relationship. After the breakup, if you are crying, you are so immature, you deserve actually better. So all the time, you try to judge the emotion of the other people. This is how your age, your beauty, the community you belong, your dream and your emotion, every time you are being judged. One problem. And we all try to find out one simple strategy to avoid this judgment. Because sometimes this makes our life complicated. There are two simple strategies to avoid when you are being judged. When someone is judging you, ask yourself two questions. One, is this person important? Two, is this question important? The moment you are asking, is this person important, you would find most of the time you are being judged by the person who is not a mandatory element of your life. This is how in one way you can simply avoid the judgment. Second one, that's far more important. Is this question important? I don't actually have fair skin. Is this important? So please, the moment you are being judged, is this person important? Is this question important? Simple way you can easily avoid the judgment. At the end of the day, the moment we are actually running in the track of our life, it is important. In this stage, we have talked so many motivational and positive thinkings. To be positive, I feel that positive thinking, that should come from the practicality. The moment you accept the problems of your life, you would be positive. The moment you are avoiding the problem, you are not starting to make the solution of your problem. So there are 6 ugly truths of your life we all need to know. First one, the world is unfair. Please remember that the world would judge you. Second one, your problem is not others' priority. I don't care what type of problem you are facing. Sometimes you don't have enough time to listen to your problem. The third one is, your development is not my concern. But if you are not skilled, I won't hire you. This is how the world actually runs. The fourth one, we don't care about the effort. We only care about the result. And the fifth one, your failure and the fear, that would make other people happy. And the final one, there would be so many people, they would ask you, how are you? But at the end of the day, sometimes they have the time to ask you the question, but they don't have the time to listen to your answer.
Yeah, true.
These are the 6 ugly truths you need to accept in your life. And in order to be motivated, no one can motivate you unless you accept the reality of this world. How can we actually deal this one? The way we can actually deal, there are 7 billion people in this world. Not everyone is a mandatory element of your life. They would ask you so many questions. If you cannot answer most of them, it doesn't mean you have failed on the race of your life. Somehow we make ourselves bound that I have to prove that I can be successful. I have to answer your question. No, that's not your purpose. Sometimes we take unnecessary burden in our life. The moment other people, you are avoiding some people in Facebook, but today in this generation of technology, many people, they would judge you, not face to face, but in Facebook. There is a small strategy from my side that the moment other people is attacking you in the social media, how can you actually handle that specific situation? The moment you are writing a status and in your comment section, other people is judging you, then please try to remember this. Your Facebook wall is your stage. The moment you are giving a status, that means you are performing in your stage. And the moment other people is writing something bad about you in the comment section, that means they are in front of the stage. They are not having the opportunity to come to the stage, but they have to perform and grab the attention from the other people. This is how they are doing it. Okay, I'm giving status and they're writing the comment, the problem is being solved. But what about they are writing something about me in their Facebook wall? Second level of problem. Please, always remember, the Facebook wall of your hater is the stage of your hater. Unfortunately, they have the stage, but they are not performer. They need a hero to perform on their Facebook wall, and you are that hero.
Yes.
This is how you should build about these people. At the end of the day, the moment our life actually being driven by the expectations, and sometimes our expectation is so complicated and so vast. It is really problematic. How can we simplify our expectations? There are two specific words. First one, that's achievement. Second one is attachment. At the end of the day, the biggest mistake we do in our life, the moment we are focusing on the achievement, we forget the important persons of our life. Sometimes we're too busy to reply to other people, but we don't have time to get and sit with our family members. At the end of the day, these things actually matters. And what is the theme of my speech then? The theme of my speech is the last 3 seconds of your life. From the moment you have been born and the moment you are actually being died, every single moment you would be judged. But in the last 3 seconds of your life, you would judge yourself. For the first time, you would judge about your life. And we need to take the preparation. We all have dream job, dream career, dream spouse. Unfortunately, we don't have the dream death. It is important to have the idea of dream death. How can we have dream death? Because at the end of the day, the moment you are going to die, you are about to live. How can we actually paint the picture of a dream death? That's my life. First one, I always think that the moment I am getting that I am about to die, I am about to leave this world, I have few seconds, there will be few functions that would be done by me. First one, I would have a quick flashback about my entire life. What would I do on that moment? I try to keep my head on the lap of my mother, because that woman struggled the most in order to bring me to this world. At the same time, the moment I actually landed in this world, I gave the most trouble to that specific woman. So the moment I'm keeping my head on the lap of my mom, on that time, the moment I'm just opening up my eyes, that person would be the first one whom I can see. In our society and life, the person who actually make us feel guilty is our father. Because sometimes these people struggle a lot and we ignore. Sometimes the moment our expectation is not being met by our family, our father becomes the criminal. We don't care about his economic capacity or his effort. So the moment I'm in the bed, he would be somewhere in that specific room, but we would avoid eye contact. Because in my life, I didn't do anything to repay as a son to my father. The moment I am actually lying on the bed, near my leg, I would have my brothers and sisters, who actually was my childhood companion. Sometimes I quarreled, sometimes I fought with them, sometimes I gave them gift without letting my parents know. So they would be in the front of my bed. There would be one door of my room. There are some people, I had the opportunity to become the story of their life. They would come inside my room by that door to tell me that how beneficial they actually became with my attachment. At the same time, there are some people whom I feel indebted. So there are two types of people whom I would tell thank you, the other people they would tell me the thank you. The moment you are surrounded by the best people of your life, you have only 3 seconds because you are understanding that you are about to leave this world and you have a quick flashback. The moment you are actually opening your eyes, you are seeing your mom, you are avoiding eye contact with your dad, your parents, your brothers and sisters, they are near your legs. At the same time, your small part, that's your kid, they are beside your hands, and you have the people who are the most important one in your life, and you have only last 3 seconds, And before that, you have SSC, HSC, there are so many exams, you have so many grades, but that didn't actually valid for 2 or 3 months, sometimes 1 year, but in the last moment of your life, you would have your complete life as an exam paper, and you would judge yourself, and you would not give yourself a score, but you would give yourself a feeling. That's the last 3 seconds of your life. Unfortunately, we take preparation for everything, but we don't take preparation for the most important 3 seconds of our life. Let's make the last 3 seconds the best 3 seconds of your life. Thank you.